We're going to take you to Melbourne now, where the Treasurer, Scott Morrison's taking some questions on tax and GST.
We want a growth-friendly tax system. We want a tax system that doesn't go out there to raise taxes to chase ever higher levels of expenditure, whether it's by states or the Commonwealth. That's why you change the tax system, is to promote growth and jobs. And that's the discussion the Prime Minister and I are interested in with the states. We're not interested in raising taxes to chase ever higher levels of expenditure. And so what's on the table is what the states have asked to be looked at and to put on the table. They are not proposals by the Commonwealth Government, nor are they proposals necessarily by state and territory governments. But I think it's just good information to facilitate the discussion that we're having. We'll have those later in the week, first again with Treasurers, where I'll be speaking to them about their state taxes and charges. I mean, there's $85 billion worth of state taxes and charges which are raised every year. That's more than the GST raises. And if we're going to have changes to our tax system, then that has to happen, in our view, if our economy is to be stronger, at state and federal level. And so that's what we're seeking to explore with the states and territories. Are we talking about changing the tax system to grow the economy, or is the discussion about raising taxes to pay for higher levels of expenditure? The Commonwealth is not interested in the second discussion. Well, that's a hypothetical question at the moment, and what I think Australians always respond well to is policies that are designed to grow jobs and to grow the economy. And this week we announced over $1 billion to spur innovation and entrepreneurship in our economy, to back Australians who are out there innovating and creating the companies of the future, and the companies indeed of today, and where they're taking them in the future through innovation. And so whether it's that, or the $50 billion National Infrastructure Plan, or the most ambitious and successful trade agenda this country has seen from a government, whether it's changing the tax system to make it growth friendly, all of these things are designed to grow jobs and grow the economy. And that's what the task is. Changing the tax system is only about that goal, and if it doesn't achieve that goal, there's no point in it.
How important do you think is it to harmonise payroll taxes across states and territories?
Well, I think it's very important for states and territories. I mean, these have become competitive issues between states and territories, and they've also raised those issues, and to the extent to which the Commonwealth can assist the states and territories in that task, well, we're happy to work with them to that end. I mean, a lot of the economic reform that has to take place in this country over the next 10 years for us to remain competitive sits within the jurisdictions of states and territories. Planning and zoning laws, retail trading hours, how we run large areas of human services and engage other providers to deliver those services. I mean, once upon a time these airports were owned by the Commonwealth Government. Today they're owned by innovative private companies investing in new facilities, creating great consumer experiences. So there is always better ways of doing things, and that's why our response to the Harper report is all about how can we partner with the state and territory governments to drive those reforms, to drive those changes at the state and territory level, which will boost productivity, which will create jobs, which will grow the economy. No, look, it's an open discussion. So, I mean, there's nothing that has been reported today that is new. There's nothing reported today that is new. Newsflash, the Commonwealth is having a discussion with the states and territories about how we make our tax system better. That's what's happening. And as a result, you're going to need information to support that discussion, and that's taking place. There have been no decisions taken, but there is some genuine focus being applied to these questions, again, for one simple reason. How do you grow jobs? How do you support growth in the economy? And if you can change the tax system to see that taxes such as personal income taxes and potentially even company taxes can be cut. Remember, when the Howard Costello government did this 15 years ago, they cut personal income taxes, they cut taxes, and they made our economy stronger and more competitive and created jobs and saw great improvements around the country. Well, those claims are made by others, but Tony is a great Australian who makes a great contribution. He brings a unique set of talent and experience to the parliament, and it's always good to have Tony. Okay, thank you, Ta.